In this example, we're going to select a SQL data source. So SQL is really interesting. You know, a lot of the solutions out there right now, there's a lot of issues with those solutions. Not the least of which is that they process your data on the cloud, which is very problematic when it comes to data privacy. So VerbaGPT is pretty much the one of the few, perhaps the only solution out there that has this feature set, this exact feature set, is able to actually process all your data locally, so none of your data leaves your hardware. And not only that, it's not restricted to CSV. You can actually do relational queries using a SQL data source. So that's what we're going to select today. We're only going to give it the SQL server. We are not going to specify a database or a table. We're going to let the context framework that is part of VerbaGPT figure that out, and we're going to ask a non-trivial question in this example. So we're going to ask, rank the top 5 variables that explain the variation in rings. Okay, so rings is a column in a table called d_abalone in a particular database called something else, something called benchmarking something. And through the context embedding framework that's part of VerbaGPT, it empowers the user to make those connections so that the LLM can figure out how to structure the code. Once again, it has no access to your underlying data. It just uses the context framework that's part of VerbaGPT that you as the user control, so you can pass along things like your column names, headers, that sort of thing. So very sort of high-level, non-sensitive information. And here we have it. It wrote this code, and once again, this is non-trivial code. This is not simple. And it's also doing very interesting things like transforming the categorical variables in the data using one-hot encoding, and doing some feature selection here, applying statistical methods to come up with a ranked list of features. And this is really special. So I'm going to execute it. By the way, this is editable code, so you can actually edit it, review it, edit it. And here we have it. So we have our features ranked in order of their importance of how they can explain the variation in our target column, which is rings. So shell weight is top, then diameter, then height and length. So a lot of the examples that you see on YouTube that we're posting use kind of the same databases. The abalone database is kind of like a famous database of statistical analysis. You can read up more on it online if you're interested, but this answer is absolutely correct, and really impressive that the large language model is able to do all that, not only do that, but to write really elegant, accurate code to be able to get us there. So if this sounds interesting to you, check out more at verbagpt.com. You can subscribe to this channel. And if you're interested in getting access to VerbaGPT, you can also request that on verbagpt.com as well. We look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.